Hey, I'm Talon, and we're back with some more fun. Been spending a lot of time sleeping because I've been exhausted. But decided that it's time to just do stuff. And I was, thinking what to do. I was like, what's something that I'm having fun with that I haven't done for a bit? And unironically, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. So there's currently a few promotions as well as some fun and games, some events that are going on and stuff like that. So I figured, well, why don't we just do some Yu-Gi-Oh? So yeah, as far as like the other stuff, so we've still got like a lot to do with Final Fantasy 14. But Chloe wants to start doing more of that. Final Fantasy 11 still a bit unsure. But we'll see. And then obviously we do still 100% need to go through Final Fantasy 3 through 13 through. That's a lot. No, or is it Lightning Returns? Or are we actually going to do Lightning Returns? I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. Lots to do. But I think it's like, you know, obviously, if you don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh!, there's lots of problems with, like, you know, power creep and meta and whatnot. But there's some fun stuff going on. So we're just gonna go straight into some fun stuff. Right, so currently there's a few campaigns going on. So there's all kinds of like different like bundles and stuff that you can get. So it's currently Desire for Change, which is mostly just alternate arts. So you can't look up like a full arts royal rare shining wingman. Well, it's a new shining wingman because it's called favorite hero, not elemental hero. Then you've also got whatever this is. I've never heard of GMX. I have no idea what it is. And then there's like, you know, some Dark Lords. You've got some new Al Shadol stuff. So maybe this is alternate art. Maybe this is just new. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is just new stuff. Now then there's this one. Now this is interesting. It's unique artwork for some older cards. And well, some newish cards. Say you've got, you know, Dark Magician, Dark Magician Gal, Vanquish Salt, Caesar, this, and then Monster Reborn. But that's not all. You've also got at Draco Tail, the Ripper. Is that one of it? Oh yeah, and then the Yummy Statue as well, yeah. And then the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, there's currently a login campaign. So if you log in, I think it's twice or 3 times before October 6th, you get a free Blue Eyes. And then polarization as well. So it's all kinds of different like new artworks for some cards, and then it's got the archetypes kind of like thrown in there. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of them. There's also this. So 3,000 gems gives you 20 packs with true URs, as well as unique sleeves and some deck boxes, icons, and stuff like that. So if you're a Dark Magician fan, this is definitely worth getting. And then you've got 100 million download campaign, which gives you some elemental hero stuff. So mostly Flaming Men, as well as a coin, and also a Nearest Mates. And then there's the Dark Lord collection if you're into Dark Lords. Which, you know, same kind of thing, you get, you know, icons and also accessories and stuff like that. And then there's the Shadow one. Yeah. And then the current packs are gonna be first year's Shadal polymerization. Then you've also got the for higher mate bundle. And then some updated packs. And then they've also introduced two new decks for the structure decks, which is Cyber Kaiser, which replaced the old one, which added in something. What was it? Oh yeah, Cyber Yominga, this one. So it's basically Cyber Dragon, except its stats are reversed, and you can take a Cyber Dragon from your deck and either special summon it or equip it. And then you can return one Cyber Dragon to add a polymerization from your deck or graveyard. That's just an extender. But the thing about this one is that this is one of the few Cyber Dragons that does not say this card is treated as Cyber Dragon. So that's interesting. I haven't used it, but yeah. And then there's also a new Gagaga, Gim or whatever they're called. I have no idea what's new. I'm not interested in Utopia. And then at the moment, there's also a raffle going on, which I can do 3 of these. So far, I've only ever had Tier 6 and Tier 5. And it looks like that's not going to change anytime soon. Yep. Not going to change anytime soon. Yep, that checks out. It's just, percentage chances, Like, you don't ever run out of these. Like, so. But yeah, that's fair. I hate that cutting. But anyways. So currently, until the 28th of August in America, there's a Legend Anthology event going on. Now, obviously, a lot of people have done this event. A lot of people are streaming this event. I know Bribestyle did this with a Dark Magician build, I'm pretty sure. So it's all about basically 2 types of decks. You've got the anime decks, and then you've got the solo mode decks. Now, a lot of cards are banned. So if you go into the Forbidden Limited for this, lots and lots and lots of cards are banned. Like, so many bans. Like, some of these cards are actually banned because they're actually banned. But most of them are not banned. So most of them are banned because they're not part of, like, any archetype they can actually use in this event. So there are still problem cards. Like, for instance, Raid Raptors have this, like, rank 13 unaffected by anything when you the game card. That's still legal. But then you've also got some new stuff coming through, which is the, in the Lone Attack, which is new stuff, which is to do with, Call of the Haunted, which recently got, like, a ton of support. So Call of the Haunted is now an archetype. Which is based on, well, I think in the English version he was called Burns. From Duelist Kingdom and Battle City in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, where he used like zombie cards and stuff like that. It's based on his character. So you've got, Snake Hair, the Grey Mammoth, the Pumpkin, and all that kind of stuff. So it's all about getting as many Call of the Haunted as possible. And there's also the classic Ancient Gear. They always give you an Ancient Gear deck for this event. Because if you just bring out Chaos Gear Giants, it's unaffected by spell and traps, and then you your opponent can activate monster effects through the battle phase. And then it can attack everything, and it does piercing. And then obviously rockets, which I'm assuming is from some anime, modern anime, I don't know, I haven't seen them. So rockets just to get out, either Burrow Shrouds, whatever that is, and then Burrow End. And then of course Burrow Lord, and then Burrow Sword. So that's all, it's just link climbing. So what I'm playing is something different. So I'm playing plants. Now, when you think of plants, you think, oh, it's the broken stuff like Sun Avalon. No. No, why would you ever think that? Of course it's not. My deck is completely non-meta. So I'm playing a build of 48 cards, which is Aroma and Rika, which work incredibly well together. If you don't brick. Because let me tell you, this deck can brick. So the goal is basically to get out as many plants as possible. So, to deal with like all kinds of different problems. The best combination of cards that you can have on the field is gonna be Aromasphere Jasmine, which says if your LP are higher than your opponent's, this card and any plant monster opponents do can be destroyed by battle. Aromaseraphie Sweet Madrime says, while your LP are higher than your opponent's, your opponent cannot target your plant monsters with card effects. Aroma Lilith Magnolia says, when your LP are higher than your opponent's, plant monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it's always fun to see a Raigeki slam down and it does nothing, and then the opponent, and you can tell the opponent's like trying to read everything and be like, why did that not work? Why card and no die? And then you've also got, where is she? Here we go, just the regular Marjoram. While your LP are higher than your opponent's, you take no battle damage. So you can basically just keep on cycling through everything. So as long as your life points are higher, you're in a much better position depending on what your field looks like. And obviously there are cards to like keep boosting your life points, but also spending your life points. So there's all kinds of different ways to go about it. With the Rika package, the whole point is to get this out, the Rika Crane. Because you can detach one material from this card that target one monster on the field, tribute it. That's it. That's literally the effect, you distribute it. So the way it works is that there's a lot of stuff that say it's, you know, like can't be destroyed by card effects, can't be destroyed by battle and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that can be tributed. As long as it doesn't have targeting protection, you can tribute it. And people get really annoyed at it. Now sometimes it doesn't matter, because depending on what they're playing, especially with the, they call the Haunted archetype, and it's a one card does everything, which is the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! One card does everything. With this deck, I need at least 3 cards to do everything. So depending on what I draw, it can go south. Now obviously, I've almost finished the event, because I've got 10,500 points, and 11,000 will get me my favorite. Not that I would ever use it, but it's just a fun event. Because this gets away from things like Maxi, Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, and all the boring problem cards. Where they get one card in their hand and it says, access your whole deck and win. That's basically what it might be tempted. Or even like, if you have this card, you win. Okay, it's not a terrible hand, but I can't really do much with this hand. Okay, we are up against heroes, and it is a 46 card deck. Alternate Art Striders. Yeah, depending on what heroes are legal, because I don't actually know. So I don't know if Dark Law is legal. If Dark Law is legal, and I get Dark Lord, that could be a problem. Of course, I'm joking. If they bring out Dark Lord, that'll be funny. Provided they don't have anything to stop or destroy a spell card. Because if they destroy my Ricket Concon, I'm kind of screwed. Now I'm definitely feeling like I'm about to get DPH, which would be a huge problem. Unless I draw into a second Concon. While they're doing their combo, basically Rika Concon. If you control a Rika monster, you can set a spell or trap, but you get locked into plants. But that's not the effect that we care about. The effect that we care about is this one. Once per turn, if you attribute a plant monster you control to activate a Rika card or effect, you can attribute any one face-up monster your opponent controls even though you do not control it. Snowdrop says you can tribute one plant monster, special summon both this card and one other plant monster from my hand. I have Hellebore in my hand already, so this is usually used to bring out both of these, and then you go straight into the Wicked Queen. Okay, so here comes Darklaw. Yep, there it is. Which Darklaw is on its own is not a problem. But if they bring DPE out, that is a problem. But it looks like that's what they're going for. Depending on what I draw, I may have to surrender. Shadow Severe. Alright, this thing's the thing. I keep forgetting. So far it looks like it's just Mask Hero and Elemental Hero. What the heck is that? Gothic Thunder. If this card is special summon, your opponent controls more cards than you do. Destroy all cards on the field. What the heck? God. Nebula Mirrors, okay. Maybe I'm not getting DPU today. This is all off one Stratos, by the way. At least I think so, I don't know. I'm not paying attention. It's just hero combo. Well, I say hero combo, it's more like hero swap these days. Now this one specifically says if it leaves the field. But I don't really care about that. Oh my god, like what is all this stuff? And here comes the DPA. So basically this is unwinnable. There's literally no point. I mean, I should have left as soon as I saw I was here. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like having them do their whole combo, wasting their time, also wastes my time. But I'm happy to waste my time. So basically, everything that I send to the graveyard gets banished. If I get rid of, whatchamacallit, the absolute zero, my field blows up. And then DPE just pops 2 things. So we're like, didn't matter what I had, I was gonna lose. What in the hand is this? Okay, so we're gonna have to play smart here, which I'm not very good at. So Rika Petal lets me grab any Rika monster. So you grab Princess. Then they're gonna drill me. Yep, there it is. Oh, one is requesting it. And a Rona Balloon, which will drop, unfortunately, Ricochet to put Umid on the field. And then we'll just bring out Jasmine. Then during drill phase, because, you know, I don't get down about whose turn it is. So gain 500, and then we'll grab Marjoram for security, and Jasmine activates. I mean, if they want to do anything to this, I don't really care. And then this will let me grab, just for some funsies, we'll grab Erica. It's dark, no, it's yours, it's yours. That's not the problem I'm looking at. Like, out of all the things that are illegal in the game, like, why is draw legal? Bit of infamy. Sorry, just negate the facts. We'll drop Marjoram, which is unfortunate. But Stratos is too important to let it go off. No, and now they're thinking, okay, well, now what? So they could link summon, they could just go into battle, and then battle would be funny. But now I have no more interruption. Which is annoying. And that's the thing, like, so many things just play through interruption. And it's like, well, okay, what's the point of interruption if they're just gonna play through it anyway? This may be another loss, just because my hand is trash. And I got trolled. Yeah, this is GG's. I was trying to prevent that, but there's no point in staying. That's the thing, like, Hero just keep going. Like, Hero's one of the decks that just keep going. Whereas a single draw and I'm dead. And it's like, well, why aren't you playing draw? Because I hate draws. Like, you know, it's that simple, you know. There are all these people that are like, oh, you should ban Max A, I hate Max A. And then what do? They play Max A. Like, it's like, well, if you hate it so much, why are you playing it? You know? Well, this is a hand. My bad, he had exerted. Well, now my life points are higher, so that's something. But yeah, Millennium Arc is just a card that does everything you want. Also, when this card's activated, put it back in the deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. And got 2 pieces in their hand. They've got 3 pieces in their hand, are you kidding me? And then this card's stupid. Set a trap that says blow up your opponent's entire field. Literally, or just blow up everything. It's like, that's, you know, that's totally fair. You can just search that at the end of the phase, which means you can activate whatever you want. Well, luckily, I do have something back in there. You gonna blow up my field? No, they're not blowing up my fields. Alright, what about now? You gonna blow up my field now? Hey, look, they had the other one as well. And yeah, like, they just had everything they wanted. Like, what am I supposed to do? Absolutely nothing, that's what. I said this was fun. It was fun. Now it's not fun. At least I'm winning coin tosses, that's good. But yeah, like if I get bricked up, there's nothing you can do. Like this. There's literally nothing I can do. So depending on what they're playing, it could just be a GG's. Now you're seeing all this to show that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a fair game. Some people just draw like God. And there you go, their hand was worse than mine. And there we go, I got the title. But I've barely done anything. $20 million times the charm. Okay, this is a hand. I can do many things with this hand. As long as it's not stop. So we'll summon Rosalina, who grabs me anything. You grab Laurel. And you bring in Jasmine. So when Laurel is sent to the graveyard, you gain 500 LP. This triggers Jasmine, so then I can grab pretty much anything I want, which you want to grab this one. This one is amazing. I found this out the other day when someone else used it on me. I was like, that's amazing. I need this. So yeah, Princess Draconea. You grab her. So then you activate her. You send Petal. Just summon. Then you activate Jasmine. Tribute Draconea. Then what you want to grab is... Where are you? Are you in my hand? You are in my hand. That's annoying. Okay, so instead what we're going to do... we are going to grab Princess. Then we're going to activate Murden. Tribute Princess to summon Murden. Murden's effect activates. And then we're gonna grab Rika Galena. Then we'll activate Rika Galena. Tribute Murden. We're gonna grab Primula. And then also Rosemary. Now because the card was tributed, I can summon Primula. And then that's basically a turn, because I can't really do anything else. So then we'll set Dried Winds, and then we'll just throw. Now, I do have a monster negate, which is Princess. When they activate a monster effect while I control a Rika, I can tribute the Rika, shuffle Princess back into the deck, and negate it. Resonator. That could be bad. I'll allow it. I know which card I need to stop, so I'll allow it. Not negate, it destroys it. No, it's just negate. So what I will do is let's just nip that in the bud. And then nip that in the bud. So here you go. So now, Resonator is supposed to be like really strong. That can bring out a bazillion things if they get going. So once you stop them, there's not much they can do. But I think I made a boo-boo. Of course, that was the last card in hand. Are you serious? Well, why did I still burn Archfiend? Am I stupid? I must be stupid. Yep, I'm stupid. I literally threw this. Because I'm stupid. That's the other thing, I'm just stupid. My god. Oh, there it is, my favorite. Now this is a hand. Right. Rosalina. Grab Laurel. Then bring out Jasmine. Activate Laurel. This lets me grab, because I've already noble summoned. We grab Princess. Get rid of Princess. We're gonna summon. We're gonna summon Petal. Activate Petal. That will get me Murden, add Murden to my hand. This is a Truna, sir. You're all one. Oh, you're level 6. Okay, sir, what I'm gonna do. It's level 4 or lower. So we'll send a Rosemary. That makes you level 4. To bring out you, then we'll activate Aroma Blend. We'll ditch you to place Blessed. We'll activate that, pay 1,000. This lets me get Rosemary deck. Then we'll activate Murden, preview Rosemary. Activate Murden. Grab the field spell. Activate a field spell to set Tranquility. Activate Glamour. Tribute Murden. So we're gonna grab Erica. As well as Bergamo. And then we're gonna call it a turn. Now, when you gain life points with Rosemary on the field, you can tide up one face-up card against Vex. But it has to be in a new chain, so it's kind of awkward to use. And what Tranquility does is when you activate this card, you can also tribute, special summon a Rika from your graveyard. And if you tributed a monster, you can special summon one land. That's totally fun. They're either gonna sink her or link here. That's fine. And then what I can do... Nah, that's fine. They're not the problem cards. because they've just got too much on the chain, so there's no point doing anything. This is what's called link swap. It's our dragon link, I suppose. But it's just slop of cards like link and link and link and link and link. But they have too much that at the moment it does nothing. There's no point doing literally anything. Wow, I'm so scared. Everybody in here. I don't know what half these cards do because they don't even do anything. It's just to get into the barrel stuff, which is what I'm waiting for. Vision. What's this do? Nothing. But even then, down like at least a 4. Oh my god, can you just go into a link 4 already? The heck does this do? Oh my god, imagine having infinite cards that do literally everything you ever wanted. And this is the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! They've done all of this just by activating the field cell once. Now up, here we go. Alright, you're making me use this. This is on you. It's annoying and I don't want to use it yet, but I don't have a choice. Because I say she's gonna be this thing's just a negate. You gonna activate it or what? Hello? Hello? Her surrendered. Why? I don't know. Went through all that to surrender. So what was gonna happen is I was gonna tribute the borrower that I just synchro summoned to bring out some plants. Just so I had some extra protection. There, okay. That was which. It's up like a full board of these borrows and like link stuff, and it's like, okay. Oh, this is a hand. This is a hand. This is definitely a hand. Grant. Here. E. This is literally the worst thing I could do. But for the first time, I get to bring out. Oh, Queenie Cow. They have something that can activate. It's probably in turn. And then this card does literally nothing, and then that's it. The bearer. Bro's using the bearer on 2 cards. Bro, what are you doing? Put that back in your hand. Wasting the bearer, my god. Shiny button click. And it's blue eyes. Finally, I had to kill spell. Bye. See ya. That was a normal summon. That's Ultimate Fusion. What the heck is this deck list? I don't really care about that. Then this will activate. Go for it. Take your poison. I think I know what you're gonna pick anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because every single one of them are recast, so now I can just do this. Yeah, depending what I draw, I lose. There's no blue eyes in the they're in the graveyard. So Jet is actually not even online. Bro's gonna use effect wave. No. That's interesting. Oh, then I'm gonna make you use effect waiver. Now I have to remember they got Nibiru in their hand. There it is. How many was that? One, that's true. That's 3. And then I want to grab this. So then we grab this. Get rid of this jet. That's 4. A Recon monster I control. So then this is 5. Oh, because I have to do this. Oh, actually. No, that's right. It has to be a recharge. Then we do this. Then like Nibiru! Or Nibiru? I guess. Oh, I'm sending that away. Is it her? And then I'm gonna punch you for 800. There we go. Thanks for the meaty token. Anyway, get rid of that. Thanks. Right. I don't expect we had any follow-up, so that's fine. And then this is gonna go bye-bye because of the token. But it's a meaty token I have to deal with. Because so many times people don't know how to deal with the token. I can do that. And another. Ooh, hello. Hello, hello. Spirit of what? Not Spirit of what? No, it's... Is it Spirit of what? No. It's something. Something that does something. So what I want to grab... It's only gonna be for follow-up, or... Let's grab that for follow-up. You know, it's a meaty token. Rosalina has a quick effect, so I can discard it and it's harder in a room and gain LP to half its attack. There is a way to make that broken. Ah, okay, I thought it was Ultimate Fusion, it's not. There's no way you don't choose the token. Oh my god, are you stupid? It's a 4,600 token. And literally the trap is gonna be destroyed at the end of the turn anyway. Like, this has more defense than Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has attack. Like, what are we doing? Bro's pushing buttons. It has more defense than Chaos Max has attack. Like, what are you doing? Okay, sure, you're bringing out Tyrant Dragon. What's that gonna do? Gonna do nothing. That's what it's gonna do. Alright, I see. We're doing the major play. How boring. Yeah, we're done here. Congratulations. Your weird deck list won. Congratulations. I should just let them embarrass me. And who the hell plays around Nibiru and Kurikara? Oh my god, an actual hand. They are birth machines. So annoying. Thanks for the token, bro. Who's adding Raigeki? Well, are you gonna Raigeki your own token? It's kind of annoying they put it in this. I wish it was either here, here, here. Nice field, bro. Now, what I can do, I'm gonna say activate this first. No response. Brilliant. Activate a Roman Garden, which lets me gain life points. I gain closer attack points. Draw a card. Jasmine says if I have more LP, I can do an extra normal. And then we're gonna grab Laurel. Say Laurel, which gets me life points. So now what I need. What we gonna do? Yeah, we'll activate you to send Paddle away. Tribute here, because they're gonna burn out. Do I bring out? Honestly? Just thinking. What's my end goal here? They have Raigeki, which is annoying, but what I can do now. I'm scrambling because I'm trying to think. Give me that. Yeah. You're just gonna Raigeki me anyway. And then I have 10,000 life points, so... I did make some boobers. I should have grabbed this sooner. Because then I could have gone into the fusion, and then the fusion states that it can't be destroyed by card effects. So my sequencing was absolutely hard. Because as we've established multiple times, I'm an idiot. Wow, I barely felt that. And now they have no follow-up, so it doesn't matter. Thanks for the life points, bro. And I have all the follow-up I need. Then, to do that, when my life points are higher, I can banish from my graveyard. So I don't need year anymore, and I don't need year ever. Here we are. Of all the things for them to grab, they grab a Raigeki instead of follow-up, which makes no sense. Then that's the thing, even when my sequencing is wrong and I do stupid plays, I can still win. Because plants are fun. Except for the, the ones that do like a bazillion negates. It's also worth pointing out that all the aroma cards, when you gain life points, all except one of them are mandatory effects. So even if they're negated, they still have to activate. Now this is quite a horrible hand. To the point that I'm going to ditch Effect Veiler, so I can get human wins. Because I'm kind of down bad right now. So the sequencing is pretty much the same for the start. You want to get Rosalina so you can get Laurel, so you can get Aromatherapy Jasmine. So then Laurel activates, giving me life points. Human Wins is just asking me, do you want more life points? And the answer is yes, I do, but not yet. So then you grab here to Sand Petal. And then we tribute to you to grab my Royal Rare Jasmine. Then we gain 500. Jasmine draws me a decent card. That's for the fusion, which we're not going to go into. So then we activate Murden, tribute. Then Murden was to activate. So we grab the Spioner. Yes, we grab Tranquility. And then I can ditch Tranquility to draw 2. And then activates Rosemary, and then we need to grab. They actually got to grab Garden. So then Garden, activate Garden. Then my life points are higher. Then I'm gonna special you. And then special you. And then target account and banish it. So then I'm gonna activate you. And attribute to you. And then this says for monster I control, so I'm gonna grab you. And the you. That's gonna activate them immediately. And then the rank 4, if that's tributed. Nah, that's not what I want, so then activate you. And then I'm gonna run the blend. So then we're gonna use Laurel and Blessing. And then that's that, and then set that, and then there we are. That's the turn. Why didn't I put this in attack mode? Am I stupid? Okay, we've established that I'm pretty stupid. Are you sure you want to do that? This one is not mandatory. This one says you can. This one also says you can. Evil Hero Toxic Bubble. What the heck is this? No idea. If a monster is tributed, special summon it, but negate its effects. Well, I'm going to special summon it, because I need to get rid of you. And then summon you. Thanks for tributing something, bro. Because I needed to get that in the graveyard. Malicious Burner. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Kind of annoying, but I will activate this. And then we'll just leave it at that. No, I will not be training through the malicious. Because I don't actually care about it. Again, I don't care about it. Oh wow, Dark War. That's good. What is that? During your main phase, destroy it? What does this say? Cheer while my life points are higher than my opponent's, plants cannot be destroyed? Oh, jeez, what a dum-dum. I don't care about that. I also don't care about that. See how I don't care? This is why I don't care. So when you gain life points, try to winch just target the face-up card and destroys it. That's my Hedatory. That is literally the best card I could have drawn. Because I get rid of this. And there you go. That's how you can easily win. Now, it is unfortunate I didn't have battle protection, but there's not really much I can do about it. And that's why it's so fun. Sometimes with heroes, they brick. But the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all the fun decks can brick. The decks that don't do everything, they brick. But it's fun. So yeah. You know what? I think that's enough for Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. What have I got? Honey, just hang on, I've got this special thing here. How do I use that? Where do I use that? Ah, here it is. The Fuker Bicky Pack. What the heck is this? Where's this? Okay, so it's just a random... Okay. Just has everything. Randomly get one royal finish. It's gotta be something I don't use. It's gotta be something I don't use. I can do it. You get 10. Okay. Like I said, it's gonna be something I don't use. What even is this? Battle Wasp. I don't really use insects. Well, that was disappointing, wasn't it? Actually, hang on. There was a bundle. Oh, I need like 40. Cool, I guess we'll do one ranked. That'll give me 100. As always, I use my pet Cashtero deck, which is rubbish. Like, I love Cashtero. Like, I understand why people hated it. Like, when it was Cashtero format, it was just the most toxic thing you'd ever think of. But now, in 2026, it is a far cry from the most toxic thing on the planet. Because now we have Fiendsmith that does everything in every deck. This is literally the worst hand. Okay, the hand got a little better. Well, actually, no, but Arga doesn't do anything, so we have to go for Dragoon. Ash Blossom! I mean, I don't really care. Because it seems like yours bricked up as I am, so... Red Blue-Eyes Fusion! A fusion spell that locks you from literally everything. Of course, it's the one time that it's a mirror, and I don't have Fenrir. Unbelievable. The one time. Yes, I could have negated Fenrir, but if I had anything else, I'd been screwed. So that's just no point. What is this hand? This is literally basically the same hand I had last time, minus the hand tribes. But this one actually went through. Because prep target. Prep summons from hand, doesn't it? Yes. Oh, I win. Literally the worst hand in the world. What is this? A white stone. It's blue eyes. I don't care about that. Do I have a level 8 synchro? No, it's level 10. This, you can keep that. What in the blue eyes is this? Right, you can lose that. Maybe you can play one. That's just gonna be a discard for Dragoon. No Mirror Force. Literally, if I drew one Kashtira instead of Dark Hole, I would've won. They're Abyss Dragon. Oh, they have an alternative in there. The hell is this? Doesn't matter what they can activate. Ah. Well, now it's not going to be affected by this. That's pretty funny. That's what he's negated. What is this? Well, at least I can just blow up the shield. I win. What were those draws? Oh my god. Well, there's my 100. So then we go to the Shadow collection. Okay, we do have some URs. That's nice. Is it a bait? He'll be like, oh, we're glowing now. And it's like, no, it's a Link Slayer. What the heck is that? Adventurer token. Berkey, Gravekeeper, Shadow, the Cad Shadow? Oh, hello, it wasn't baited. And Krista, so Chaos, Krista, and Color. I have no idea what construct cards there. All I know is Windows a Floodgate. Library, Gishki, Arsenal Summoner, Triamid, Shadow Core. Wender Kamikaker. Lib Shadow Fusion. What the hell is this? Send a fusion from your action attack, then tributes. No, then you can tribute a fusion and special summon Shadow Fusion from your action attack. Its attack becomes 0. So it's just a free summon every turn and a free dump. And it said fusion, not Shadow Fusion. Ah, rescue ace my other pet deck, but too many laws now. Zephyra, Dragonity, and Ashen cards. Oh yeah, this is that Souls sack type. Grista, Shadow Dragon, and Wendigo. First you are. Hero Anki. Engage. Danger card, Speed Trip, another window Rikaru. Aeon. Okay. There's Wendy. And there's another fusion. Second viewer. Photon Satellite, Magician Lights, Nahado, Don Urimer, Shadow Falco. Shikin Naga, never heard of it. Another Holler. And there's the window. Each player can only special summon monsters once per turn. Floodgates, because Yu-Gi-Oh loves pranking them. Another Astral Summoner, Burst Rebirth, Snipe Hunter, Speed Rage, Squamata, Shadow Prison, Squamata, and Atamalakamanist. Where did I come up with these names? Poplar of the White Forest? It says, what is Poplar, a White Forest card? Let alone a Sinker. Megalith, another fun one, but it's very slow. Alchemist of Black Spells, Mythical Beast, Garuda, Construct. Shadow Games, Genius, and another Krista. Centurion, another one of my favorites, but too many URs. Same with Mayakashi, too many URs. Spell? When the hell did this come out? After ritual summon, yeah, that's easy, yeah. Reveal this card in your hand. This turn, your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to an activation of your Megalith ritual cards. When your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, negate it if you do destroy. Then that negated card or affect targeted card on the If that negated card or effect targeted a card on the field, tribute one monster your opponent controls. I had no idea they had a level 12 now. When did that come out? Clee card. Squamata, Claw, Beast, and an Alack, and they can't give me this. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that Megalith deck. Gold Dargile. Amazartus, Dark Deal, Cosmos, Saw Trooper. Genius, Shadow Games, and Hedgehog. Because I love the Megalith cards, but they just ritual summon anything. Genius. Azamina Debtors. Number C9. Clear Rage Golem. Another Window. Squamata, Shadow Games. And then there's Shadow Fusion. Okay, that's interesting. Are there other Megalith cards I don't know about? Yes. What the heck is this? Discard one card, add 2 Megalith monsters, 1 level 4 or lower and 1 level 8 or higher. Once per turn, if you ritual summon a Megalith, you can activate one of these effects, but you can only use one of each of these per turn. Draw 2, discard, or tribute a monster. And what the heck is this? You cannot activate the following effects of Megalith lurk in the same chain. If this card's ritual summon, you can add 1 Megalith from your graveyard to your hand. That's broken. To the main phase, quick effects. Ritual summon 1 Megalith from your graveyard by tributing monsters from your hand or field, including this. Oh my god, they finally got a ritual from the graveyard. That's what the deck's needed for so long. Where's the other Megalith cards? This is the Megalith pack, is it not? Where is it? It's here somewhere. There it is. So I can add in one of those. And then I guess I can add in one of those and generate that. And then we'll add in 2 of those. Now yes, the deck is very bricky. That's the point. Because it's fun. I want to see how this works. Extra content that I wasn't expecting. So we're gonna beat up the usual dragon army. Very ogre first, that's fine. What in the hand is this? Well, at least that's Dragon Army, so they can't even do much. Back-to-back Chaos Max, what the heck? You have got to be joking. Back-to-back Chaos Max and Brewing Queen of Oblivion. I swear to god, if I draw a Supreme Queen of Oblivion... That's just a dodge! Right, a retry. Like I've said, it bricks, but sometimes it's just... You shuffle the deck, like seriously. That's much better. Alrighty, so we're going to activate Haratron. Haratron discards itself to summon. So I'm going to ditch Catmax to bring out Full. So Full has some fun effects. So first of all, when it's ritual summoned, you can target a ritual. So we're going to bring back the Catmax. That changes it to level 8. Then we're going to activate Full, which ritual summons from the deck. So what we're going to actually do is grab... You grab the spell, don't you? Yes. So then we'll ditch Fulock. Then activate Haggith. So then that can give me this. So then I can activate this. And then discard one card. So discard the Chaos Mask. And then we're gonna add back Fulock. And then we'll add the new one. So then we activate Haggith. Haggith is gonna special summon this one to cheer. Once per turn, draw 2, discard 1. And then this is add 1 Megalith card from my graveyard to my hand. So we're gonna do this. So draw 2, discard 1. And then this will bring back Aratron. Then we'll discard you. Then activate this to summon you by ditching Aratron hand itself. And this has 3700 attack, which is insane. Now that's a cool looking dragon. I know it's a rock, but it's a dragon. Right, and then Megalith unformed. So I can bring out you grab me a monster, you draw discard. So then ditch Fulock. Activate Fulock, which lets me grab Oak, whatever it's called. And lets me draw a discard. We all ditch you. Now I can go in the extra deck, so the main boss monster from the extra deck is this one. Nephthys the Sacred Flame. 2 monsters including a ritual. When this card is in the extra monster zone, monsters you prank control can target Nephthys rituals in the main monster for attack. That doesn't matter in this deck. What matters is this card gains effect based on the number of ritual monsters used for its link summon. 1. Cannot be destroyed by battle. 2. Cannot be destroyed by a card effect. Also gains 1200. 3. Neither player can target with card effects, and it gains another 1200. So it gets 4800 attack, and it can't be destroyed by card effects or battle. Or targeted. But we can pass on this. And then this is a quick effect, so I can use it on my opponent's turn. So then what we'll do is we'll grab you by getting rid of you. Draw 2 discards. And then Earthshield will let me grab here. I don't need Ritual Master. This is just extra support. So you take no battle damage from Ritual Monster attacks involving Ritual Monsters, and they cannot be targeted or destroyed by monster effects. The keyword here is monster effects. And now I can discard So we'll discard Tuning in the Wild because I don't really need that anymore. So we'll grab Full and then what's it called? Bethel. And then what we'll do, we'll trade in. We'll go to GameStop and trade in Bethel to draw 2. Heritage of the Light. When a monster is Ritual Fusion, Secret Arcade, while a monster with the same type of card is on the field, draw. So then what we're gonna do, we're gonna use Year to summon the second Full. But Full is not here for a long time. So we're gonna activate Full. You're gonna target the Queen of Oblivion. We're gonna draw a card. And then I can draw 2, discard 1. This adds so much consistency. Because you're constantly ritual summoning, so you can constantly draw a discard. And then what we'll do is use this one. Summon you. So I'll use itself, because I don't need a second one. And then everything will get buffed to Brazilian attack and defense. Because this one says, monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense for each ritual monster in your graveyard. Not each name, each. So I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Damn, that's crazy. All monsters lose 500 attack. So then we'll just attack. And then activate Megalith Unformed. So we're gonna bring out you, back rid of you. Alright. Wait, doesn't this summon in defense? It does, yeah, I'm stupid. But then this can just pop cards. Renewal of the World and Emergence. I forgot it summons in defense. So now, Renewal of the World is very fun. So you banish any ritual. So let's get rid of Ruin, Supreme Queen of Oblivion. Queen, not King. Then Megalith Emergence. You can special summon any ritual monster that's been ritual summoned. So if you see on this one here, monster was not special summoned correctly. So because this wasn't ritual summoned, I can't bring it back. Even though it's not Megalith, that's the point. What's a Megalith? This one here. So yeah, so Bethor. The second Bethor, I can't bring it back. So I can bring you back. Now Ascending Soul is another good one. Once per turn, when you ritual summon, you can target a monster in your graveyard that was tribute for that, and then add it back to your hand, so it's more recursion. So first what we're gonna do, we're gonna do Imagines, and then we're gonna grab Urkel. And then, this has 2 very specific effects. Tribute 1 monster from your hand or field, or shuffle 1 ritual monster from your graveyard into the deck whose levels equal or exceed the level of the monster banished by the counter effect. Ritual summon it. Add the monster banished by the counter effect to your hand. So what we're going to do is we want to add it back to our hand. So now we get Ruin, Supreme Queen of Oblivion back to our hand. We activate Urfiel. Then we use Year and Year. Now Urfiel goes back to the deck because of Imagines. And we draw one. So Imagines. Target a Megalith, special summon it, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field, even if this card leaves the field. So, Ruin, Supreme Queen of Oblivion. When this ritual summoned card is on the field, ritual monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. if all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, it can make a second attack. So it's like a mini boss monster when you don't have Chaos Max. And then bam, I win. So yeah, like when it comes to like ritual, Megalith is one of the better engines for any ritual because it can bring out anything. Because if you're not change decks. Because full specifically says so ritual summon 1 Megalith ritual. However, Urshiel, Haggith, Ark, and what's the other one? Oh no, that was it. So just Urshiel, Haggith, and Ark. They all specifically say ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your hand. That's anything, any ritual monster. So that's why I'm running Chaos Max. Because Chaos Max, if you don't know, it cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And if it attacks a defense monster, it's a double piercing. So if it has like 200 defense, they're taking 7,800 damage. So it's just a big massive wall because Phallic says monsters. Not ritual, not Megalith. Monsters you control gain 300. So that also includes Nephthys. So it's a very easy way of getting a massive dominating board. Now it's not unbreakable. Because specifically, the Supreme Queen of Oblivion specifically states that it can be destroyed by card effects. Now, and then Ritual Cage specifically says that it can be destroyed by monster effects. And then this has no protection, it's just for drawing. This has no protection, it's just to add recursion. And this has no protection, it's just again to add recursion and drawing. Or getting rid of a problem card. So the only protection in the deck is from Supreme Queen of Oblivion and Ritual Cage. So they can still be targeted. Which is a problem. Now the other ritual that I did have for it, because I did make some, is this guy. When this ritual summon card is on the field, your ritual monsters can be destroyed by battle. Now this guy, I don't really use him, but I really should. If alt monsters we use to ritual summon this card were in ritual, do not pay life points, activate these effects. Once per turn, pay 2,000, destroy as many other cards on the field as possible. And if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each destroyed card they control. That includes yours. However, if you have Supreme Queen of Oblivion on the field, it says ritual monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Not your card effects, not your opponent's card effects, just flat out card effects. So you can use a combination of Supreme Queen of Oblivion, Supreme King of Armageddon, Notra Obsura, Phallic, and Chaos Max, and Nephthys the Sacred Flame, which cannot be destroyed. No, I guess it can. No, no, can't. You need 2+. Yeah, no, can't. To have an invincible board. And then every single time you just keep popping, you just keep throwing down the demise, just keep blowing everything up again and again and again and again. I forgot I actually crafted this for another deck. That's why I didn't add it into it. So yeah, there's a lot of it, but now with the new support, I definitely want another one of those. And more importantly, it's going to be another one of those. Now, Trinity of the World. I did have it in my hand for a while, but I didn't use it. It can be used to ritual summon Ruined Queen of Oblivion or Demise King of Armageddon from your hand or deck. Now, the specific thing is this card's name becomes Ruined Queen of Oblivion while in the hand or on the field. This card's name becomes Demise King of Armageddon while in the hand or on the field. So when they're both in the deck, Trinity of the World cannot summon them. It can only summon Ruined Queen of Oblivion, which is a baby version of the Supreme one. So it still has the effect of when it attacks and destroys a monster, you can make another attack. Which is... yeah, so it can make a second attack. but it doesn't have the effect that it does damage equal to your original attack, and that it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it's just a way of getting the card out of the deck. So if you don't have any of the Supremes, you can just get Rowan out of the deck and then use it as fodder for the Megalith plays and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Megalith is another fun one that I really love. It's just incredibly slow, but this new support actually makes it kind of more viable. But it's definitely going to easily get destroyed by things like hand traps and Fiendsmith and what they call it, Murakuma or whatever they are. So it's definitely not like... It's not like a top deck, it's more of a fun deck. But that's what I love. I love fun decks. Anything that's fun to play that is not meta. So I will never ever play Fiendsmith. Like, there's no creativity with it. Doesn't matter whether you're playing Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, Murakuma, White Forest. Fiendsmith in any deck is the exact same cards and the exact same combo, and there's no creativity with it. You add Lurie, discard Lurie, summon Lurie, and then you just go into Fiendsmith swap. It's like, okay, where's the creativity behind it? That's what I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like the generic crap. Which is a problem with the game. But... Oh, that's right. Which one was it? There was one that had, like, it was literally... Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Which one was it? Yeah, it was this one, yeah. Because then you've got, that's the new hero. Yeah, new Solemn card. You can activate this card the turn of set by revealing one other face down trap you control. When a spell or trap is activated, you can either negate it if you do destroy it, and if you do that, neither player can activate cards or the effects of cards with the same original name. Or you can negate it and then banish it. Then your opponent banishes all cards from their hand and deck with the same original name as that banished card. That's broken. And also kind of annoying. But yeah, now Endymion has a maid now. That's always treated as a witchcrafter. What? Witchcraft is another one that I like. Okay, so these Endymion cards can work with Witchcrafters? Witchcrafter is another huge UR sync. Pendulum cards, man, they're confusing. But anyway, I'm just droning on and on and on and on and on. So we're just gonna call it here. Hopefully it was interesting, hopefully it was fun. Obviously, my plant deck is not meta in any way, it's just for funsies. Just like a fun way, just to enjoy the game. I love the aroma cards, because people don't read them. That's my favorite thing about it. People don't read them. You know, they slap down, Dark Hole, Raigeki, they attack into it, and then it's sick. Why is it? Then there's a huge pause. It's a really long pause. And you know your opponent's saying, why is it still there? As they frantically read through every card on your field. And then they see the text that says, if your LP are higher. And they're like, God damn it. So yeah, I do love the aroma cards. The Ricker cards are just there just to try and get rid of some annoying stuff. So what I was going to do when that dude surrendered with the Rocket deck, I was going to tribute their Bar Alert. Just for funsies, but I was waiting for them to link someone to ranked 4. Or link 4 or whatever it's called. Or link 5 or whatever. Like one of the big ones, because then that would, I don't know if it would have stopped them, but I feel like it might have. the borrowed negates based on the link monster it equips. So if it's got a link 4 or a link 5, it can negate like 4 or 5 times, which is really annoying. So that's a pain in the butt to get rid of. But yeah, hopefully that was enjoyable. We will be doing some more Final Fantasy soon. Obviously, Chloe's journey in Final Fantasy 14 is going to be a little long. So it's currently, what is it, the 21st? So it's literally, what, like 2 weeks? Let me double check that. Yeah, about 2 weeks, yeah. No, 3 weeks. Yes, the 8th, yeah. Yeah, the 8th of September. I'm pretty sure it was the date. So Beastmaster will be coming out, and then I'll be doing a video on my main. I won't be streaming it at first, but I'm definitely open to streaming it once I've done like all the class quests that I've planned, like spoiler for this, spoiler for that, spoiler for this, spoiler for that, throughout the video and stuff like that. So if people don't want to watch the cutscenes and see like the story and all that kind of stuff and just want to see the gameplay, I'm open to streaming the unique content that's coming out as well as like capturing and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be something that we might be doing. And yeah, hopefully we can just have some more fun. I know I've been pretty inconsistent, and like one of the goals was to be consistent and be like, you know, like a video every day or like a stream every day. I hadn't streamed in forever, but unfortunately it's just we're having a lot of mental and physical difficulties, mostly around sleep. Like I literally fell asleep at 11 p.m. I woke up at it would have been about 3 a.m. Then I fell asleep around 5 a.m. and then I woke up at about 3 p.m. and started recording. So yeah. And it looks like my voice has gone bye-bye. Which, you know, the fact it lasted this long is not bad. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Lots more to come, obviously. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. So, thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Whoa, wait. The event. So the event's going on until the 28th in America, but then the World Championships 2026 is starting soon, I believe. Yeah, the 28th. So yeah, when the current event ends is when the 2026 WCS starts. So that's going to be full of like meta and all that kind of stuff. But worth pointing it out that it is starting. So there's going to be like a lot of gems that you can get and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be usually it's a unique brand list. You know, like they get rid of like problem cards and all that kind of stuff. But there's still like a lot of metas and like all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to point out there. I just remembered about it, so that was kind of awkward. But yeah, if you're interested in like playing Master Duel, it is free on Steam, but you know, like prepare to be disappointed and like annoyed and frustrated. Especially if you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a really bad way to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! But you know, it's pretty much the only official way to play modern. On Steam, PlayStation, and Switch, there is a it's like a bundle of old Yu-Gi-Oh games, which, you know, if you're used to playing old Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play those ones. It's unfortunate that Tag Force is not on there, which is stupid, honestly. Tag Force should have definitely been on there. But yeah, that's worth like maybe checking out if you want to play like older Yu-Gi-Oh, because yeah, the 2005 Set True Pass, that's gone. And then people think, oh, yeah, I can play Blue Eyes, and then people just combo off, and no, you can't play Blue Eyes because they've got 6 billion negates. But yeah, that's it for realsies this time. Thanks for watching, hopefully it was enjoyable, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.